Breaking right now, we are just minutes away from a news conference from Palm Beach County Sheriff Rick Bradshaw about today's deputy-involved shooting.
It happened in the 4800 block of Orleans Court. This is an area just south of Belvedere Road. That's
where we find News Channel 5's Jeff Skrypek with an update on what happened. Jeff?
That's right, Jay. We are standing here at the 4800 block of Orleans Court here where there's been a deadly deputy-involved shooting. Right now, we're expected to get a live update from Sheriff Rick Bradshaw as he's just getting ready to speak right here. We're going to go ahead and waiting right now for the sheriff to make a few statements. And I'm going to go ahead and put my mic out there, and I think we're starting the live shot right now.
Okay. He's starting now. Here's what we know transpired today. A little after 1 o'clock, there was a call of an alarm over here. The deputies responded. Turned out it was a burglary where the house was broken into. The suspect was described as running from the scene. The deputies started searching the area. Within a 30-minute period, we got another call that says, hey, the guy that did the burglary is in the vacant apartment next door. Because the deputy was very close in the area and was still looking for the bad guy, he was close enough to get right to the scene. As soon as he entered the vacant apartment, the suspect that was in there assaulted the deputy. A fight ensued. The guy was able to get the taser to start with out of the deputy's holster. They fought over that for a minute. The deputy now is starting to get exhausted. This guy's starting to get the best of him. He was able to get his firearm out. As soon as that happens, the bad guy grabs the deputy's firearm. They're fighting over that. At one point in time, the guy actually got the deputy's firearm within an inch of his head. The deputy now is pretty close to running out of gas. His last effort was to move the gun over just enough to the bad guy, fired one shot, which struck the bad guy in the head. He goes down. They were in close enough proximity to the flash from the firearm, and the gunpowder actually temporarily blinded the deputy. That's why he had to go to the hospital. He's got some eye damage. Now, this is the suspect. His name is, let me get it right here. Tanaris Williams. He has been arrested 30 times. He is a dangerous, violent felon. He's been arrested for burglary, robbery, aggravated assault, assault on and battery on law enforcement officers, sexual battery. This guy is a very dangerous individual. The deputy's lucky to be alive. He was in a fight for his life. Fortunately for him, his last effort was to turn that firearm away from his own head and was able to get a shot off. Otherwise, you'd have a dead deputy over here right now. So that's where we stand right now. In a few minutes, we'll be able to give you a synopsis of what all his arrests were and the time periods. We're going to have a photo available for this. But again, this is a very violent person that was apprehended after he committed a burglary right next door to the vacant apartment that he subsequently got back into and was trying to conceal himself.
Sheriff, how does it sit with you when something like this happens involving one of your deputies?
Well, like I said, the deputy's lucky to be alive. He was in literally a fight for his life. That firearm was within an inch of his own head, and his last effort was to turn it just enough to get a shot off. Otherwise, he'd be dead back here because the bad guy was getting the best of him.
What's next in the process?
He's a veteran, but I don't care how much training you have. When you get in a fight for your life, the training kicks into you're going to have to save your own life. And it's obvious that this guy here, he's been in a lot of incidents himself. He's a violent, dangerous felon that broke into this house. Thank you very much.
No question in your mind was justified then?
Well, there's no doubt in my mind the deputy did what he had to do to save his life. And he's in this neighborhood trying to protect the property and the people that live here. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff Rick Bradshaw. And that was the sheriff of Palm Beach County right now, giving us some details as to this fatal deputy-involved shooting here at the 4800 block of Orleans Court here in West Palm Beach. And we did talk to a few residents a little while ago who did say they heard some what they thought were fireworks at first. They came out and they saw the situation and they saw what was going on. Were told to go away. So developing situation, more details as we continue the newscast. Back to you guys in the studio.
Live Al Peppley.